Welcome back. This over here is example number 2. And what we are trying to determine is first, how to use the interior angle sum theorem, and then second, how to solve for each individual angle. The first thing that I need to take into consideration is the polygon. How many sides does the polygon have? Well, for this scenario, my polygon has 6 sides. So the first thing that I need to determine is the sum of all angles. And so what I'm going to do is I am going to replace the value, the n, with a 6. So this over here is going to make 6 minus 4. I'm sorry, I hate it when my brain does it. 6 minus 2 times 180. 6 minus 2 makes 4. And then we are going to multiply that by 180. To make the process go a little bit faster, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my calculator. And so what we need to do is we need to multiply 4 times 180. And that should make 720 degrees. Okay, so once again, the 720 degrees says that the sum of all 6 angles should equal to that amount. The next step is we need to be able to formulate a two-step equation. What we need to do first is we need to take into consideration all of the like terms. For example, I'm going to use yellow for my x's. And what I am going to do is I am going to add all of them together. Well, there's no number in front of them, so by adding them all up, I know that I have a 6x. What I'm going to do next is I am going to add all of my numbers. So I'm going to show you by plugging them into my calculator. So I'm going to start with positive 2, then I'm going to add 8 to it, then I'm going to add 7 to it, then I'm going to subtract 3, then I'm going to add 6, then I'm going to subtract 4 from it. I do believe I added 2 plus signs, so I'm going to delete 1. So 2, 8, 7, negative 3, 6, and negative 4. And so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 numbers. That looks good. I'm going to press enter. And so I'm going to end up with 16. And this over here is going to equal to 720 degrees. At this time, I recommend you pausing the video and you solve for the value of x. So what we're going to need to do next is we need to be able to solve for the value of x. So we are going to subtract 16 from each side. These two cancel each other out. 6x is going to equal to, well, let's see how much that is. 720 minus 16. Please follow along. That's going to make 704. What we need to do next is we need to divide both sides by 6. That is the division property of equality. And then we need to divide 704 by 6, and that's going to make 117.3. I'm only going to go to the first decimal place. All that is left for me to do is to take that 117 and to substitute it in for the value of x. So let's go ahead and start with x plus 2. So we already know that it's going to be 117.3. Let's go ahead and add 2 to it. And so we end up with this angle is going to be 119.2. Now let's go ahead and do 117.3, and let's go ahead and add it to the number 8. And that's going to make 125.3. And we're going to repeat this process a few times. This over here is going to make 124.3. Now we are going to take 117.3, and we are going to subtract 3 from it. So that's going to make 114.3. And then we are going to take 117.3. We're going to add 6 to it. That's going to make 123.3. And the last one, we are going to take 117.3. And we are going to subtract 4 from it. And so we are going to be left with 113.3. And there you have it. Now, if you add all of those numbers, you're going to be relatively close to 500, not 500, 720 degrees. And there you have it. Please make sure to look at my third video for a third example. And once again, best of luck to you.